Scotland is a great nation with a proud and unique history, and Scottish identity should be valued and cherished. That's why, when the Labour Party last came into government, we delivered the devolution settlement and established the Scottish Parliament. But national pride, whether in Scotland or elsewhere, is deeply rooted in national prosperity and security. Economic strength is a foundation stone of national pride. And the fact is that this economic strength can only be achieved if the four nations of the UK club together and pool our resources. Together, we are so much more than the sum of our component parts. I will give way.
The Labour First Minister of Scotland has said that the union is over. Isn't it the case that the Honourable Member's party is too willing to jump into bed with separatists and nationalists, which undermines the very foundations of the union?
For his intervention, last time I checked, the Labour doesn't have a First Minister in Scotland. I think he must have meant Wales. An easy mistake for him to make, I'm sure, but I would urge him to be a little more careful next time. The Welsh Government's position is absolutely clear. We are the party of devolution. We delivered devolution. It is working for the Welsh people, just as it should be working for the Scottish people. We are utterly opposed to independence in Scotland and in Wales. Britain is still a significant economy and a world power, despite the UK Conservative government's botching of the EU trade deal and the weakening of the international relationships that we should be building rather than destroying. But the simple truth is that our economic clout and our national security are founded on our unity as a United Kingdom. We're entering an era of great power competition, with threats increasing. The SNP, of course, intend to ditch our nuclear defence capability if they were to secure independence, thus undermining the security of the very nation they wish to lead. Betting the House on rejoining the EU would also be profoundly unwise. 60% of Scotland's export trade is with the rest of the UK, compared to only 19% with the EU. The reality is that the greatest source of pride and prosperity for the Scottish people will come from rebuilding the economy post-coronavirus, delivering jobs and securing an economy resilient to future shocks. I will give way.
I thank you for giving way. On the position of nuclear weapons, allegedly Scottish Labour have got a position that they're against Trident and they want nuclear weapons removed from Scotland. So is Scottish Labour's position untenable?
The position of the Labour Party is that our commitment to our nuclear deterrent is indivisible and is not up for negotiation. What is extraordinary is the position in the integrated review of this Conservative government increasing our nuclear capability by 40% whilst cutting our armed forces, which has got to be the most counterproductive defence strategy that we've seen in recent times. But I digress. The point is that the position of the Scottish Nationalist Party government is not what patriotism looks like. After the suffering of the last 12 months, compounded by a decade of Tory incompetence at UK level, now is not the time to roll the dice on a divisive referendum which would be profoundly detrimental to the interests of the people of Scotland and to the post-pandemic recovery. That is what isolationist nationalism would look like. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the current Scottish Government is presiding over an education system in crisis, a health service lacking doctors and nurses, an economy in which 230,000 Scottish children are living in poverty. The SNP's sole focus now should be on improving the lives of the Scottish people. Arguments about a referendum won't get a single Scot back into work. They won't lift a single Scottish family out of poverty or rebuild the Scottish NHS. Scotland deserves better. Scotland deserves a Labour politics where our national pride is founded on our shared prosperity and our common purpose. Under the leadership of the inspirational Anna Sawar, Scottish Labour can build that Scotland of the future. Thank you.